The new iPad Pro 12.9-inch is an absolute beast. Seriously, this redesigned all-screen tablet makes even Core i7 laptops look sluggish. But is it for you? The new iPad Pro isn't just thinner and lighter than its predecessor. This 1.4-pound slate delivers a more immersive viewing experience thanks to a liquid retina display that goes nearly all the way to the edge. There's bezels here, but they're a lot slimmer than before. There's also no home button, so you'll use the same types of gestures here that you would on the iPhone XS, plus some that are unique to the iPad. The addition of USB-C means that you can plug the iPad Pro into a 5K monitor, or easily transfer photos from your digital camera if you spring for a dongle. The iPad Pro's display is very sharp at 2732 by 2048 pixels, but also plenty bright at 488 nits. This panel is also colorful and accurate, covering a solid 128% of the color gamut, and its Delta E score of 0.29, 0 is perfect, means it's the most accurate of any slate we've tested this year. With Apple's ProMotion technology, the screen refresh rate can automatically scale up to 120 Hz when there's a lot going on. The other big iPad Pro change is the addition of Face ID. The True Depth camera up front makes it easy to unlock the iPad Pro, and it works well in any orientation. And yes, the True Depth camera also supports Memoji and Animoji. The A12X Bionic chip inside the iPad Pro is so fast we almost did a spit take when we tested it in our labs. For starters, it turned in a Geekbench 4 multi-core score of 17,995. That smokes the Surface Pro 6 and even the Dell XPS 13. Transcoding a 4K clip to 1080p in the Adobe Rush app took just under 8 minutes for the iPad Pro, compared to 25 minutes for the 13-inch MacBook Pro and 31 minutes for the Dell XPS 13. The gap wasn't as great when we exported 50 raw photos in Adobe Lightroom on the iPad Pro, but it still came out on top. A big improvement over the original, the new Apple Pencil is a cinch to dock with the iPad Pro, thanks to a built-in magnet. It starts charging as soon as it attaches. The new Apple Pencil also feels better in the hand as there's a flat edge. Plus, you can activate various shortcuts with a double tap, such as quickly pulling up the eraser. The good news is that the Smart Keyboard Folio for the iPad Pro is easy to attach magnetically. There's no origami puzzle here. The bad news is that the keys feel like vinyl and are more squishy than solid, and the $200 asking price is too high. Plus, Apple doesn't include a touchpad, so you have to rely on touch, the pencil, or arrow keys for cursor control. Now this is impressive. On the laptop mag battery test, the iPad Pro 12.9-inch lasted 13 hours and 14 minutes. That beats the Surface Pro by nearly 4 hours. The ARM-powered Galaxy Book 2 mustered a good but not great 1041. Now you will look silly using a 12.9-inch tablet to take photos and videos, but you'll be glad to know that the 12-megapixel camera on the back takes sharp pics. The front 7-megapixel camera can take portraits, complete with the ability to tweak the depth control for a nice bokeh. The iPad Pro 12.9-inch delivers a big and beautiful screen, a crazy amount of power, and long battery life in a slim and light design. For me, it's not a laptop replacement, mostly because of Apple's keyboard. But if you're a creative pro, road warrior, teacher, or anyone else who feels comfortable relying mostly on touch and pencil input, the iPad Pro will more than satisfy. For Laptop Mag, this is Mark Spunetti.